The Budapest Metro Museum is located in Deák Ferenc Tér, encompassing part of the original Metro 1 station. The Metro 1 station at Deák Ferenc Tér, originally known as Földalatti, was resited in 1952 in preparation for the construction of the Metro Line 2, which wouldn't actually start for another decade. The former Westbound platform is now the Metro Museum. The most interesting thing to see inside are the old trains, of which there are three. First, there's an original carriage from 1896, restored to how it would have originally looked at the time. Then, there's another 1896 carriage, but as it looked when it was withdrawn from service in 1973. Thirdly, there's a trailer carriage. These were added to increase capacity in 1960, but lived a short service life as the entire fleet was replaced with the multiple units still running today in 1973. In the remaining space of the small museum is a series of displays about Budapest's larger transport network. The displays shown here have since been changed. So here we are in the Budapest Metro Museum. It's not very big, but there's quite a lot of interesting things in there. There's lots of pictures, old tickets, various maps and things on that side. And then here we have some of the old preserved metro trains from the very early years of the Metro 1, which, as we know, is the second underground railway to open in the world. Obviously, ask anyone here and they'll tell you that it was the first underground railway on the continent. So we've very kindly been allowed on. This is one of the oldest trains. So it started operation in 1896 and apparently ran until 1973. This train ran on the Metro 1 for 76 years. That is 77 years even. Good math skills. That is remarkable. So we'll have to check up on the dates, but I think these two, they look to me like they're the same type of train, but this one is probably what it looked like at the end of its career. That one has probably been restored, because I doubt something that looked like that was running around in service on the 1970s, but I imagine it's been restored to how it originally looked. And then there's this slightly newer looking one, which looks like it is indeed a different type to that one. That is something I'll probably have to look up. Or there might be a sign here telling us. So what this is a trailer, which went on the back. So these ones only ran from 1960 to 1973. And they essentially were used to lengthen the existing fleet. So you had one of those old ones and one of these, and then in 1973 they got rid of them and replaced them with the trains that are still operating today, which are also quite aged. So if you've been up and down the Metro 1, you'll notice all of the stations have this very iconic style, except for three actually, Széchenyi Mexico Út, because of the extension, and Deák Ferenc Tér, which is where it meets the other two metro lines. And apparently this, what we're on now, was one of the original Deák Ferenc Tér platforms. And we know we're near the metro because every few minutes we can hear a rumbling from just behind that wall where the new station is, which we just went to about 2 hours ago. So this is an original bit of track here. It was the platform. I can't believe I had no idea this existed until 2 hours ago. That's just ridiculous. There we go, rumble. There's also this lovely old picture I couldn't find a copy of online of the old train being lifted by crane into the museum.
It's easy to miss, but if you ever have a moment at Deák Ferenc Tér, it's definitely worth popping in to see the Metro 1 in all its glory at the Budapest Metro Museum.